The idea in the film to give the two characters the different look was obviously because they're two different characters and we wanted them to be extremely opposite. The first character, Surinder Sani, we wanted him to be a very real kind of a person, middle class or maybe lower middle class kind of guy, having a fixed routine, perhaps to the extent of being boring, fixed in what he does, doesn't deviate, and you know, life is normal for him. He thinks this is how life should be. And also wanted to give him a little bit of, how to say, amusing quality without making him a caricature or comic. And to get all that, I think the physical appearance was very, very important, especially also for the movement of the story. The look was very important, which you'll get to see when you see the film. And one fine day, I just sort of, you know, put some mustache and got some hairpiece done and showed it to Adi. And Adi said, yeah, this is the guy he should look like. So it's not just how weird I look or funny I look or geeky I look or simple I look, but the simplicity of the character will permeate through the screen and you'll say, oh wow, in real life, I'm like this. You know, all of us become little weak when we are in love. All men hide this from their friends and other men. But in front of women, they are like chickens or hens. And we just don't ever say it. I think Surinder Sani says it. And it's an internal voice of every man who's actually quite baby-like when it comes to the woman he loves. And Surinder Sani is that persona. And within this whole look is the simplicity and the middle-classedness in the soul, like I've told you before. It's just honesty when it comes to a woman. Suri is what I really am, maybe. You know, when I tell my children say, but you don't look like this. Yeah, maybe I don't look like this, but maybe if I hadn't become a star, I would look like that. I would have a mustache and have a side. I used to have a side parting, so it's not that I would look any different. But yeah, I would not wear Keds on pants. I mean, that's one thing I would have not done, or maybe I would have. I really don't know. So it's not really too different from what I am, and my challenge as an actor is genuinely to make Surinder Sani the new romantic icon. I want everybody not to love Raj anymore and say, you know what, we want to be Suri. I think Suri is beautiful, you know, and I think 99.9% of us walk like Suri, talk like Suri, and look like Suri. You know, imagine me with a mustache and a side hair, I would look like Suri. So it doesn't make a difference. Deep down inside, or at least after shaving your mustache, you can be a rock star. So that's the whole attitude, that I want the romantic iconic status now to shift the crown from Raj and Rahul and these really cool guys onto Surinder Sani because he's got a good heart. I've always said this, and I'll repeat it even if it's a repeat, that Adi and myself, I think, are quite responsible for creating this young, urban, yuppie hero type called Raj when we did Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. I wouldn't like to take the whole credit or give it to Adi, but that kind of cinema and that kind of character we brought, where good at heart, golden-hearted, but really cool on top, perhaps could be misunderstood. And I think over the years as we've grown, we realized that we don't even need to dress him up well. I think we decided that we have shown you, normally we've tried to sell you the model of a car with the beauty of its lines and say, oh, it's got a fantastic bonnet, it's got fused lighting, and it's got this rooftop, it's a convertible. But basically what counts in a car is the engine. This time I think Adi and me decided that we are going to bare the engine and put it in front of the people and say, if it doesn't look very attractive, it doesn't have smooth lines, it's not a convertible, but this is what runs the car. So Surinder Sani to me is the engine of most of the characters that perhaps Adi and me have done together. He is what he would look like from inside. Maybe not very attractive, maybe a little simple, but Surinder Sani runs this character. So I wouldn't call Surinder Sani a character. Actually, I would call him the soul of a lot of characters that Adi has written for me and for other actors also. The most memorable part of this filmmaking to me, at least, was the first 7-8 days when I changed my look for Surinder Sani, and I would be walking on the set, nobody recognizing me. I got a taste of things to come 30 years later when I'm no longer a star, that nobody will recognize me and I will miss it. I think that is the most memorable moment, and I hope it never happens to me again, ever. Because not to be recognized after 20 years of such high recognition is something I wasn't ready for. And not only that, my own makeup person who's known my face for 20 years, I would look at him to, give me a makeup equipment, and he would just look through me. Nobody recognized me, including my own people, and I found that strangely eerie, surreal, and shocking to say the least. To be honest, when I met Anushka, I felt that she's got an amazing amount of confidence. I think she has modeled before this on the ramp, and she's a very pretty girl. Very conscientious, which I notice is a common trait in the youth of today. All youngsters are very conscientious, very confident, and they have a clear-cut thought process. They want to learn, but they have a mind of their own. And this is an experience I'm really finding very interesting in my phase of the career, that I'm working with youngsters who come with an idea which is, I would say, they speak the language of this generation. They have expressions of this generation. I think I'm from a different generation, and maybe I'm getting a little old-fangled. Maybe I'm getting what people call stylized and mannerized in my acting. Maybe I'm getting just repetitive in my acting. When I worked with Anushka, it made me realize that there is a whole new world of enacting a scene. Anushka, in a certain way, has helped me a lot with this film. A lot of people ask me, did you direct Anushka because she's a newcomer? I think without knowing, Anushka has directed me in the film, because she gives a different expression, and I'm like, listen, I cannot be going on to the set pattern of how I act. I need to react to this girl who's so fresh and different. So I would say, as an actor, she kept me on my toes, and I think she's done a wonderful job, because we really needed a new character for this film. The film becomes believable for Suri and everybody else in the film because of Anushka. She holds the film together. She is, in a certain sense, the main protagonist. She is someone who's, actually at the end of one scene I went and told her, thank you for making my film so beautiful. I think these are the two things I can say about Anushka. I obviously wish her all the best. I feel responsible for her career, because she's starting off with me. So inshallah it will do very, very well. I hope she does a fantastic job. I think, thank you for teaching me how to act in a different way, and keeping me on my toes, not just by virtue of being fresh and new, but being taller than me also. So all these three things I thank her for, and I truly, from the bottom of my heart, really pray for her that I hope we've got this film right, Adi and myself, and it does really good for her, and she does some amazing amount of work, so we can feel proud that we started her career on celluloid.